Hello there, Internet. MegaMogwai here, and I got yet another Legends of Runeterra video for guys today. Today we continue our quest to not play Yordles for the rest of the month as kind of like a protest or some shit. I don't know. But now that I think about it, yeah, we're actually playing a Yordle today. Shit. Well, we're playing a Yordle, but not in a Bandle City deck, right? So no Bandle City Yordles. If they emigrate, that's okay, all right? Because they're fucking everywhere, and honestly, we have a limit, right? But yeah, this is a weird way to start a video. Nonetheless, we're gonna showcase a deck that's been doing really well in ranked lately and has had pretty solid matchups against a lot of Bandle City decks running around. Not all of them, by any means, but a good portion of them. And I don't know exactly who built this deck, but I do know who I saw playing it first, and that is Badgeattack. In case you don't know, Badgeattack is a Czechian Legends of Runeterra pro player who won a seasonal tournament and actually made it to top 16 in the World Championship as well. And they were playing this right here, and I really liked it, honestly. It gives you off pretty aggro-ish vibes, and it is a pretty aggro kind of deck, but it's not like full-on aggro like, you know, Spiders, for example, that just purely plays on curve and attacks as fast as possible. This is more like a mid-range aggro, or slow burn, as I like to call it. It's like the beefier version, the bigger brother of the two. A little bit slower, but hits harder, and actually matches up pretty well against the little bro. So, yeah, it's really fun because I love discard synergies. Ever since I started playing Legends of Runeterra, I've always said that my favorite aggro deck has been discard aggro because there's a lot of decision making to be made due to the synergies, especially with Draven's Axes and naturally the cards that we can discard with it that benefit from being discarded, like the infamous Flame Chompers, but also in a deck like this, Reborn Grenadier. We even have a one-off of Survival Skills, and essentially it's a fast-paced mid-range deck built around early aggression with discard synergies and a mid to late game with Rumble. We can discard up to 3 cards to grant allied Rumbles everywhere Impact, Quick Attack, and Spell Shield. And by giving Rumble Spell Shield and Impact, we are able to combine him with the likes of Whirling Death and Might to deal tremendous amounts of damage, while also in a pinch, as we level him up, we can also generate crazy amounts of value too. As that is essentially what the deck is about. This kind of reminds you of you know, Draven Scion, but Scion got nerfed. I will bring Scion back again to the channel, though. I really had a lot of fun with Scion in the Fallen Reckoner deck with Callista as a one-off. And I think I can build like a version of a deck like this, but quite different, you know, because we wouldn't be running these sorts of cards, right, around Scion, because I don't think he's that bad. And I just realized that my game just, yeah, my champions are glitching. What if I go, okay. What if I close? Yeah, the game is quite buggy. The game has been quite buggy for me today. Okay, no, yeah, it's just, yeah, you guys are seeing that. Okay, that's a little bit creepy. You know, the cards are torn. You know, somebody got mad at them. It's like Weevil in Yu-Gi-Oh! And just like tore up all these cards and threw them into the ocean. Yeah, that was a weird tangent to go on, but I don't know. I don't know what's up with me today, honestly, but yeah, we're going to continue talking. So yeah, we have a lot of discard synergy here. We have Fallen Rider, which provides us with the Risen Rider, very powerful 2-drop unit that we can very easily curve into thanks to cards like Poro Cannon or even the Zonite Urkin. I like Ballistic Bot a lot in this deck. It allows us to provide, you know, it gives us slow burn while also synergizing with the Poro Cannon, as there's a lot of units that we create here that when played will enable, or the Axes as well, will allow us to get the power stat of Ballistic Bot up really high, really fast. And overall, you know, for a pretty established deck, it's very fun to play, and it's quite intricate, and I thought I could provide you guys today with a really solid list that you can, you know, use in ladder in case you want to beat up some battle trees and the likes. This will definitely work out really well for you, and I think the gameplay today is pretty sweet too. You know, very fast-paced, as a deck of this nature is, but really fun nonetheless. So yeah, I'm going to stop rambling at this point. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for daily Legends of Runeterra content. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video and the games and all that stuff. Have a solid day. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, here we go. Reflux Seatbelt is back on the channel because I'm having some issues. So we're gonna try to you know, prevent that. We got Yumi Pantheon. I think I can mulligan away to get excited. I like the rest of the curve, honestly, even though we don't have a 1-drop. I like what I see here. We could set up a nice Rumble, and we have a few potential options here now. I'm gonna hold this. gonna set up the ballistic bot instead of the boom baboon here.
System upgrade. The party has
arrived.
My shield is yours.
I'm gonna go for this.
Can you improve perfection? Now we're cooking. Let's boogie.
Shield up.
That's fine.
Draven.
That's a two. That's a 2-for-1 trade. Even though we lose card advantage with the Reborn Grenadier as well, but I wanted to make sure that we kept the ballistic bot.
Cast off your fear and stand as one.
Think here 5. It's gonna allow us to do that and that.
They will know.
I'm gonna take the damage. I'm gonna spread out. I was thinking there how to approach this,
Perfection.
but I do feel like this is ultimately best. Problem is I don't have that much space on the board to do what I want to do.
Guess I'll just keep the engine running. Let's turn up the heat. Working as intended.
I'm gonna bop him like this. Bop, bop.
How are you?
Strike through, little lioness.
It's a lot of damage. They got a single combat here. Yeah. Drop him down to 1. That's a shitload of damage. Okay.
We must.
Anything helps.
Die war.
I want to commit something. And now, guiding touch. Because I was going on double guiding touch, but now... Get excited, guarantees lethal. And we got him! Beautiful. Beautiful.
Ready for round 2.
I still like his voice. Narswain. I think I want to go for... I mean, I kind of like keeping survival skills, but at the same time, I just want to go for a full mulligan here. Reborn Grenadier is not bad, turn 1. I'm going to keep Reborn Grenadier, and I'm going to mulligan away everything else. Zonite is fantastic here. This is a good opener for us. Allows us to push 5 damage right off the bat, and then we can set up the ballistic bot.
I am superior life form.
Bam, bam, bam. We set up a ravenous flock here, so we have to take the hit. Very telling that they have a ravenous flock, and we always have to assume that they have it. Regardless, I think we're gonna go with this. Problem is, Ice Shard is a thing. Ice Shard is a thing.
Safety disengaged.
Avalanche is a potential problem. Ice Shard is a potential problem. We're not gonna overcommit to the board. Well, that's an issue.
Can you improve perfection?
I'm innocent.
Disengage.
So he is playing Trochant. I wasn't sure if he was playing Trochant
System upgrade.
or how many copies he would be playing. I still want to keep this in the back. Strike with this. I can, however... Should I Whirling Death here? Could easily have a response.
Safety disengage.
Up there in the mountains!
Can you improve perfection?
The few for the many.
Safety disengage.
Look! Out there!
I think double Whirling Death makes sense here. Because they can only have an Elixir of Iron.
Prime and ready. Safety disengage.
Kyling Tavern Keeper is a problem here, but we may actually be able to burn him.
Can you improve perfection?
Glory, courage, excuses for war. We are at war.
I feel dirty. But... it's just... that was like... That was the most bullshit win I think I've ever... We just burn. Oh, I hate myself. A little bit. Alright, round 3. By the way, in hindsight for that last game, you know, it's one of those things, like, you're misplaying, but you're so paranoid about like some random catalyst of Aeons or some shit you want to scout. But the reality is, I should have gone for the lethal immediately because I had to play around Kindly Tavern Keeper, which is much more likely in a list like that than Catalyst of Aeons, right? So keep that in mind. Like that was a misplay. Like I should just fire it off with everything immediately. You know, like I kind of hesitation can actually cost you. You know. So we're facing you know, Yordles. We got Ballistic Bot and Boom Baboon with Poro Cannon. Do I like this? I think this is good enough. We have no turn 1 play, but from that point onwards, we get to work. Oh, look who it is.
Witness perfection, meatbag.
I have nightmares. I could trade into this. I mean, right now, they could have a group shot, and that's essentially it. I don't want to leave this at Pokestick range, though. But then again, Pokestick can hit this as well. I'm gonna take the trade. You know what? I'm gonna take the trade. Maybe it's incorrect. I don't think I'll be punished immediately. I think I will set up, but this dies to Pokestick as well, so... So Pokestick kind of like hits me anyways. Interesting.
System upgrade.
I'm gonna go for ignition first. Because it empowers my ballistic bot, and then I'm gonna do this. And we're going in. We're going in. Show me that pokey stick. There we go. That's why I didn't mind trading with this, because he was gonna poke that anyways. So getting that the fuck out of here feels good. They're down to 12. It's a good hit. That's a second ballistic bot. That's fantastic, to be honest. That is just absolutely phenomenal.
Together we are united.
I could Mystic Shot this. I don't give a fuck though.
I am superior life.
I don't think I give a fuck. I give a fuck. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna ignition this round. I could just set up these two though. I could just set up these two, but no. We're going for maximum damage output.
I'm ready.
I could trade you into you, but I don't see the need.
System upgrade. Prime and ready.
How important is Rumble at this stage though? Because this drops him down to 9. I'm gonna play you first.
System upgrade.
This just, I mean, I get impact, right?
Are you ready? Let's take it for a spin.
It just feels like at this stage, this is better. Because we got 5 damage here. We got a lot of, like, we just burn him at this point, right? I don't think he has any healing. So we just burn him. I don't think we need Rumble here. We make use of these ignitions. We're still very healthy, so we can survive like 1 round for sure. Man.
Can you improve perfection? System upgrade.
We just slow burn him. This region combination is very weak to this. I see no point why we shouldn't. Because now the combination of Decimate and this finishes him off. They could have a Rite of Negation though. But that's not it, Chief. That ain't it. Just in case.
So ordinary.
That didn't do nothing.
Get burnt. Get monkeyed. Man, I'm a bird player now. I'm a bird player now. I beat Decimating. But you know what? I'd rather Decimate than Yordle. Hashtag Decimate over Yordle. That's a bit of a long hashtag, but whatever. Alright, fast burn versus slower burn. Surprisingly, in these matchups, the beefier version tends to prevail. If I go to mulligan away to Decimate and they get excited, I think Mystic Shot could be a good card to keep here. I want to keep the Rumble. I'm not sure if keeping the Rumble is correct.
No one's the wiser.
We may halt an attack here, but I think we're gonna wait.
They'll never see it coming.
I'm gonna drop Boop Baboon.
I have my orders.
Need a second.
Stagger, stagger! Up, up!
Where's my axe?
I'm innocent!
Time to die!
They got past me.
It's Draven time!
Let's play Draven.
Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
Watch and learn.
We're gonna develop a Daring Poro to trade into that.
Everything's in place.
We can do this, we can do this.
Name on it. Now we're cooking.
We're gonna wait for them to go for something like an Auction Fervor, and then we're gonna react with a Whirling Death. Exactly, exactly. Unless they have double an Auction Fervor, this gets tremendously punished. Bitch! I love it. I love it. The greed. The greed. You don't always go face. You do not always go face. I don't think we need the spell shield on this, to be honest. But next round, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But we do need the 3 mana for the might. Or let's drop you. Let's drop you. And let's drop you. Yeah.
Let's turn up the heat. Just need a few adjustments.
We're going in. We're going in. Boom, 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 boom. And that's a knockout. Fervor. Honorable Sudoku. Got him. Slower burn wins.
Ready for round 2.
It's more than round 2 at this point, but whatever. Darkness is actually a pretty scary matchup because they have control tools, and that's pretty bad. They have the ability to heal and stabilize, so we're kind of on the clock against them. And we're gonna mulligan away those two. We have a decent, like, double ballistic bot can go a long way, and we got a great opening here. But still, it's a matter of
Anything else?
how far we can go. Group shot. Group shot. All right. So right off the bat, we get 3 damage on him, right? But not the opening we were expecting.
Only I can command darkness. Only I.
Humanity is obsolete.
Bit annoying.
Go darkness.
System upgrade. I have the best.
I'm gonna play Draven.
Give me your malice, creatures of doom.
Now we're cooking. Let's boogie.
I could trade, but I'd rather generate that first. Get the hit off.
Primed and ready.
Oh, brilliance.
Pitiful.
We gotta go for Whirling Death. Ah, I used the Draven one. Ah, I derped. Oh, whatever.
You're gonna need it.
My mind.
I'm gonna go for the ignition here.
Rabaton.
Rubber 2! I want to set up the Flame Chompers to see if I can get some damage on him.
Time for the moneymakers. Gotta answer these victims.
What about a Might here? No, I actually like Whirling Death better. We get to preserve that.
You're gonna need it.
We level up, we get the Overwhelm.
What's my name?
And we lose Draven, but but we do get axes, right? AK discard fodder.
Draven down.
Alright. So down to 10. Okay.
I will shape death as easily as clay.
The party has arrived.
Kinda wish I had a Whirling Death now.
I am in control.
I can't really do much about this. Right? I could trade into it immediately. But I don't know what that does to... I mean, it allows me to attack with this, which is a pretty big deal, because I can augment it like crazy.
You hoping they'll die of boredom?
Makes sense.
Time for the moneymakers. This is gonna hurt for you.
Reach too far.
Witness perfection, meatbags. Safety disengaged. Witness me. Prime and ready. Safety disengaged.
Let us take a peek at life beneath the waves.
Hopefully no more health gain. At least not in the form of that.
For the dead, I bring rest.
The sun rock got me good.
Good. Good.
Big head.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Brain.
I think I have to go for this now. No Vile Feast. Oh wow. Oh, he bamboozled me.
Sentinel, carry the darkness.
He bamboozled me there.
Darkness and light.
Made me think he was out. Okay.
Bring me your darkness, my Zeph comrade.
Breath now.
All right. May as well.
I will drink your darkness.
This is playing correct.
Oh dear.
Bye-bye.
He's playing correct.
Fashion.
We have to top deck some sort of burn. Fast speed burn. A Mystic Shot or a Get Excited at this point. Otherwise, we're done. Like, I couldn't commit the Might because he has that darkness in the back and he's always preserving that. I'm trying to see if he makes any mistakes, but this guy's played really well. Like, they played really well. Like, props to them. And we're done. GG. I wonder if I could have done anything differently. I think I played pretty decently. It was a close game. More Yordles. Okay, we can mulligan away these two. I want to keep the Rumble and the Zonite. Alright. Unfortunately, this isn't as great when it's not your turn to, like, we don't have the turn 1 attack. Because Challenges can just come in and easily trade into this. But it is what it be. Maybe I could preserve Great Grenadier for later. But I mean, the longer the match goes, the more likely it is that he's going to be halted.
Anything else?
So we do this. This halts us. But it's not like we lost any value per se. Still sucks. Don't get me wrong. Poked.
I'm innocent.
Definitely gonna trade here. Just doesn't feel great to overcommit right now. I feel like we have the package for Rumble to have a huge hit, so I'd rather build up the value here even if it delays me one round, or maybe a couple, like one attack, I just don't feel like we have a good hand to discard for it. And considering we have Might in hand and Whirling Death, there's just a lot of ways we can get that value back, you know. But I think playing Rumble on next round and then attacking with him afterwards, I feel is the right way to go. I'm gonna pass here because we have double Flame Chomper, so we don't mind one blocker there. And now I do like the idea of
Locked and loaded. Come on, baby.
because this halts his attack here. He may still
Cal, I'm wasting fuel here.
he may still want to attack. Okay.
Just needs a few adjustments.
I'm gonna keep this one in the back. I welcome to trade with this. Like if he wants to trade into a Boom Baboon that just feels awful for him. A lot of discard cards, no enablers here. Definitely gonna be using Whirling Death defensively. Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the hit.
Autographs after the fight, kid.
Who should I make it out to, Cal?
Watch and learn. Time for the moneymakers.
How about this? Yeah! Yeah! Now we're talking! With this cheese. With this cheese. Okay, but that doesn't kill me no matter what. That's fine. He's got like double pokey stick. Gotcha! Gotcha! There we go! Oh, that one felt really satisfying.
All me.
All you.
Maybe those other guys.
No, all you, man. All you.